what's that quote? I think I mentioned it in the last podcast. Like, take care of yourself for me, and I'll take care of myself for you, kind of thing. And that's like kind of like brings back to self abundance first. You like take care of yourself first, so that you're able to take care of others and people around you.
You hear that? Like that's a good. I feel like that's a good rule for a relationship, but not just your relationship. Like
All
every relationship.
You know that last time was hard, now we know what to expect. We go all around the world, but you still hate to give me space. I ain't tripping on your body, girl, you know I'm not the same. So don't treat me like them other niggas, nothing like them other niggas.
You ain't nothing like. Welcome back to another Top Shelf Living episode number 2, actually. You know what I'm saying? Are you excited today? Are you excited to do the topic that we're doing today and for a second episode?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we're back with another episode, and our topic that we got today, motivation and time management. Motivation. You believe in motivation?
You gotta have motivation. What are we talking about motivation? What about motivation?
Anything about motivation. Motivation and motivated to get up every morning so you can work out and get your day started off right. Like motivated to be in the music industry and get your name out there and your art out there. Like being motivated. I don't believe in motivation. I believe in inspiration. I feel like you could be motivated to do anything, but like your motivation could get killed at any given point too. At the same time, because you could be like, damn, like this is tiring, this is hard, this is that, this is whatever the case may be. But to be inspired is gonna move you. At least it moves me. Like that's just my perspective of it. So I don't think it's necessarily motivation. I think it's like being inspired. I don't know.
So you asking like what keeps you going is like more inspiration than more like, so by motivation you mean like what keeps you going?
Correct.
That's a good question. And I give like I never looked at it that way. Like it's more like of being inspired because it is an inspiration once you think it. Like it is because you gotta want to be motivated.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a want to be motivated. If you don't give a fuck or you don't want to, motivation is don't mean shit.
Exactly.
What is motivation?
Exactly. But when you're inspired, like inspired, you gonna move for that inspiration. You gonna want to accomplish whatever you're inspired by, or be like that, or accomplish something like that, or get something done like that. I don't know, like.
I feel like that happens when you're inspired. Like that is something bigger than you.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. I agree. It's definitely bigger than you.
My motivations are, like you said, it's a lot bigger than fucking me, man. But my motivations, it's gonna. I don't know. It might sound selfish to the regular ear, but my motivation is to be in abundance for self.
Elaborate on that.
It go back to
like what you mean by that?
Like essentially, it go back to a old saying, like a wise man once said, which was, "You can't help nobody if you can't even help yourself." Like, and once you get older and start living life, you realize like it's a treacherous world out here.
Right, for sure.
It's not. It's you know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, and if you not really cut from that cloth or really know how to navigate through those treacherous waters, or have something inspiring you, leading you through those treacherous waters, that it's gonna get dangerous for you, and that's not a good place to be. So you got to make sure you're able to take care of yourself, along with like your own just responsibilities in life, to be able to, okay, bam, 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 where can I, like, my cup is overflowing. Like, you feel me, in every aspect. Like, you're rich, and not in money. Like, you're rich in life. You're rich in relationships. You're rich in taking care of yourself. You're rich in, you feel me, like, making sure, being practical and making sure things is paid for, making sure things are paid off. You feel me? Like, that's a responsibility you have in life. We all do. So like we can't duck those. Like those unduckables. Like
yeah, for sure. I feel like you definitely bump into obstacles and like setbacks and things in that of that nature, or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I feel like that's why we have people around us. That's why we have supporters, people we lean on to, like, I don't know, help us out. I feel like being united within like a community of people, especially your loved ones and the people you care about. I mean, like, I don't mean to take it to God, but like that's what God is want us to do. You know, depend on others. You know, have people depend on us as well. So, like you said, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. So therefore, like you have a big family. So it's not just you. You're chasing after a career for, building yourself up for, like taking care of yourself, or making sure you gotta do what you gotta do for. It's like you got people depending on you. So it's like, shoot, obstacles are gonna come, but
I say
in a family.
I said earlier, I don't want to sound selfish because, like, when you say I want an abundance for self 1st, that can sound like, okay, so it's fuck us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like it's fuck who? I don't really know. Like, that's just something like I don't take shit personal. I don't take shit personal in life because I know how life is, and I know like what real love is. Real love doesn't take things personally. You feel?
Yeah, for sure.
So, but to me or express to me, I know people you can't expect everybody to be like you. So I know some people gonna take things personally where I may not, and that's kind of like the tug of war of life, and it's trying to figure that shit out and balance it. But at the same time, just understanding that God is one of the biggest reasons for existing, and love, like just giving pure love into the world. Like, damn, that shit is like you can't. I don't want to, it's not really something I can explain. It's something that just know when you feel.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I definitely agree. Like you said, but like you said the first time, you have to have self abundance first. It's kind of like, what's that quote? I think I mentioned it in the last podcast. Like, take care of yourself for me, and I'll take care of myself for you, kind of thing. And that's like kind of like brings back to self abundance first. You like take care of yourself first, so that you're able to take care of others and people around you.
You hear that? Like, I feel like that's a good rule for a relationship, but not just your relationship. Like every relationship.
Yes, for sure.
Like every relationship, like make sure you take care of yourself, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna be taking care of myself. Like that's my obligation to our relationship.
No,
you take care of you, I'm gonna take care of me, and then we take care of each other. And so that's how you take care of each other. Because then it's like I could build you up if you not where you at. Because I know I've been taking care of myself. Like, okay, bro, I know, bro, you need it. Like, and it's times because it's life. Like, you're gonna be up, you're gonna be down. So when it's down, it's like I know I got broke because I need it right now.
No, for real.
And he not gonna look at me like you need. Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah, I definitely feel that.
Like, it's deep. Like, you really just.
It brings back to it's bigger than you. It brings all like all that it just brings back to it's bigger than you.
Enough said.
You are irritating. All right, next question. What's the hardest thing about managing time?
Distractions.
Definitely.
It's another one. It's a big one too. Procrastination. Killers. Absolute wreckers. Because life gonna happen regardless. Like, whether you're gonna go through those ups and downs, it just depending on how fast you pull, how fast you move, and depend on how quick the lessons gonna come. You get me? Like, yeah. You may learn the lesson 5 years in, you could learn 2 years in, but you did the shit slowly in the span. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy how you just put that though. Like, no, like I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But I also think the hardest thing about managing time is like finding a balance within your everyday life and the everyday things that you do. 100%. Especially if you work a 9 to 5. Like a 9 to 5 is going to take up your whole day.
And that's what people get stuck at though. Like that's literally like that's heavy you saying that.
Nah, that's what procrastinates you. That's what leads into procrastination, because by the time you're done off of your 9 to 5, you like, man, I ain't really trying to do shit for real. Like, I'm trying to
Okay,
relax.
I got a question. So,
yeah,
do you work a 9 to 5?
I do. I ain't scared to say it.
What's the plan of getting out of that 9 to 5 to be like? Because I feel like I don't know, but what's the plan to get out of that 9 to 5 to be just like how you said you able to like what's the plan for you?
What's the plan for me to get out of my 9 to 5?
Yeah.
The plan for me is honestly tapping into some residual income, some assets, so that you're able to, obviously what the definition of it, make money, have your money make your money for you type thing, and once that's done with, or once you have tapped into but in addition to tapping into that or trying to tap into that, first still trying to find that balance, because obviously you're gonna be still working a 9 to 5 until you get out of that 9 to 5. So still find that balance that you need to have within your everyday life, whatever you do every day. Find a balance to be able, or find a time or a slot of time that you can have dedicated for trying to build an asset or trying to build some type of residual income. So whether that be like an hour a day, 2 hours a day, or whatever the case may be, but finding some type of time to make sure you keep your focus on that, so that you can build for when you build for that, so that you can have enough money so that you could just not sit on your ass continuously after you quit your 9 to 5, but at least get out of a 9 to 5 so that you can focus on building other assets, or more assets, I should say.
So it sounds like what I'm hearing you say is work that job for the money. Don't let it work you.
Yeah.
Like we got lives we really trying to get, and it's crazy the tug and pull of like just corporate America too. Like if you really kind of let them know like you're not for that, they gonna treat you like that. Like and you like, hold on, wait, okay, hold on, wait, can you work with us then? Like, cause at first they gonna try to treat you, like they gonna try to treat you out gate, like. And it's up to you, and I feel like a lot of shit just being like a good character person gonna get you a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
being a good Samaritan.
Just 100% having good intentions, like in every situation. Like I ain't trying to. I don't want the most of it if I don't feel like that's what should happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool. I just want to just saying like what makes sense. Like what's right. I don't get no fuck. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize because this and that. But I heard Kevin Gates was saying one time. And when I say that, I was scrolling on my phone. Social media is a bunch.
I swear it is.
He said some shit like he don't apologize because the best apology is change behavior. Yeah. Why should I have to say I'm sorry? But at the same time, I agree with that. I do agree with that. But at the same time, still acknowledging to the other person, because I feel like
you just gonna leave them left like empty headed.
They still could see it, but they like, okay, but you changed. Like it be different when I can see what he's saying and then start apologizing. Like I feel like that's a great ass apology. Like fix the situation first and then come back and still acknowledging like, look, I fucked up. Bam. You seem like I'm words can't do what actions can do. Yeah. But words still can double down on it and let the other person feel, like let them know. Because it'd be a lot of wondering and guessing going on. Mm-hmm. Life's too short for that shit. Like
exactly, assumptions.
I'm already worried about other shit. But that's why I don't take shit personal, because I don't keep that shit wrapped in my head. Like I let that shit go. Not like shit that shouldn't be let go or something you should keep on. But like I don't be. That's probably why my memory's so bad. I don't be really giving a fuck. I'll be talking like I don't know.
Anyways,
but I love
tapping back into like time management for sure.
I be loving.
Tapping back into time management. It will use something you had said.
Procrastination and distractions.
Oh, this is what I was gonna say. If you're a believer in God also not going. If you praying every day to get to that goal and get in asking him to give you the strength or the focus or whatever you may be asking him for or praying for to him, so that you're able to accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish, within trying to still balance your lifestyle, or your everyday life. God also not gonna, if he feel like you can't take on this task or whatever the case may be, he's not gonna give it to you. So let's say I'm gonna use my like Texas example. When I was in Texas, I was like trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, right? And it was hard for me to balance it out. I was trying to do modeling. I was trying to find people to invest in me for modeling and get into that. I was trying to still do music, focus on trying to like make a song, trying to figure out how to make a song, all things in that nature. I was still trying to work, and I was still trying to do makeup. So I was trying to do all that stuff at one time, and that stuff all those are all kind of things that I want to eventually tap into, but I can't tap into and focus on all of them all at once. And that's what basically God's saying. He's like, take what you got, figure out how to balance it out, and then I'll add something else.
No, that's hard. I ain't gonna lie, that's a bar.
And once you figure that out and you got all that balanced out, here go another thing I can add to your plate that's gonna make it bigger.
That's like, I really want to get better on my Bible verses, but
man, me too.
But it was
like
something along the lines of like,
I forgot the verse that it is. If y'all know the verse, come.
It's a lot of parables that talk about it too, like Jesus' actual words. But what I got from it just overall is like, be diligent with the little stuff.
Yeah.
That you got. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like make that little stuff work out. So when I'm able to bless you, like you was able to make room because you knew how to handle these blessings.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, because we know, like I can honestly say, like that shit gonna get taken away if you don't know how. Like exactly. You just, you know what I'm saying? Just that shit gonna get taken away if you're not ready for it. So you gotta be ready for that.
You gotta be ready. Literally, he gonna give it to you when you feel like you ready. He ready, like you ready enough for him to give it to you. 100%. So, and obviously, we're not ready enough right now.
Sometimes I feel like sometimes, and I'm not ever speaking for God, but it's just. I be feeling like in my life, because I contribute everything to God. Like, just things that happen in life. Like, I got flipped off by a white person or something, or cussed out by somebody who just, these not real, but just something like, I feel like that's God talking. Like, whatever they said, like, God wanted you to hear it. He didn't want you to sit there and ponder on it and stir up hate about it, but he needed you to know, like, this is like I feel like life is like a wake-up reminder for you. Everything that happened in life is like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, like wake up, and wake the fuck up.
They're tests too, like testing 100%. Your character, testing like, you know, your reaction and what you do. He gonna test you. God gonna test you.
Yeah.
God gonna test
you. You gotta be ready.
Make sure you're ready. Exactly. He gonna test you to make sure you're ready. Exactly.
Stay ready. Like, that's why you gotta have an abundance for self. Because when
the devil is too.
What, gonna test you? 100%.
He's gonna definitely test you.
This, like, you never really know. I don't want to contribute nothing to the devil, though. I feel like anything the devil does, God allows.
Oh, of course, definitely. I don't want to make this one episode about God. We're gonna time into it. we gonna leave that there. We can't make this episode of it. We gonna dedicate an episode to you for sure.
We gonna be better.
A lot of episodes at that. So, but yeah, time management. Gotta balance that shit out, man. Definitely gotta balance that shit out. Another question I got about your time specifically. What takes up most of your time?
Well, I have a 9 to 5, so we gotta work. But the thing is, it's not really. We all get the same 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like, so, I feel like it's the same thing with money. Like, it's not really about how much money you make; it's how much money you're keeping.
Yes.
So, definitely. Like, how much of that time are you keeping and investing towards you? Right. So, because work gonna take up spaces, and once you get smart about work, you could see where you can incorporate self into there. Yeah. To, like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's really about being diligent. But we speaking on me, work take up then a lot of the day because I'm really focused on I'm making money right now. Like, I feel like it's something about working that's humbling. It's kind of humbling, and depending on your job, you get to see and meet a lot of people. So,
man, what's the culture, the diversity at my job, and the different backgrounds, the different cultures that they come from. Oh my God, it's so like.
Those are people skills.
Yeah, I let us see it though. I let us see it. You get to learn different stuff about other cultures.
Different little nuances, like
exactly, like
different ways of eating a burrito. Like, damn, that's how y'all eat. Like, you
no,
know,
for
just
real,
little different shit. Like
foods. Oh my goodness, I love me some empanadas now.
Is the food? Is the food here better than your hometown, Milwaukee? Is the food better in Milwaukee or here?
I would say here. Only because I can't really say that. You gotta ask somebody who's not from here nor from Milwaukee.
I feel you.
Because I grew up in Milwaukee, so you get tired of the food there. But also at the same time, most of the restaurants that we got in Milwaukee, they have. I
don't know, maybe you like brainwashed by your like the food you grew up in, but like you go back home, it's some places that's like a must. Like you gotta stop. Culver's is number one on the list. That's just so far.
Damn, I want some Culver's. I
ain't gonna lie to you, like the little
they bacon deluxe sandwich.
Brooklyn probably my favorite city ever.
Brooklyn?
Hell yeah.
How many times have you been in Brooklyn?
Couple times. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it over here. And the food, like, I really had a couple tastes of their food. That shit fire. That shit's so fucking, like, I was at this it was a corner shop, no bigger than probably like a little square box on the corner. Like, tell you, I don't think it wasn't a bodega though, like no gas station type of corner store type of. A bodega is a corner store, y'all. Don't let them keep talking about crazy shit. Like, we got those in the hood too. Motherfucker in the back cooking the nachos and the subs and the, come on, man. He got everything you need up front. You go back, you gotta go get you a nacho. Come on, man. We could call our shit bodegas too, yeah. No, but food in Brooklyn probably top one for me. No, I can't say that. I can't say that. That's a conversation for another day. Actually, fuck it. Let's get into it right now. Fuck it. Detour. A whole detour. Let's just have this conversation.
What?
In a couple cities that you've been in, what's like some of the best food you ever had? Like what city? Let's say top 3 cities. Food.
Here in New Jersey, New York, or just period. I don't think I actually have ever been to a restaurant where I could say like, this is good, like this is bomb. Like I don't.
She hating you.
I'm hating.
I'm talking shit, but she hating you. I ain't gonna lie. No, that's how you feel.
That's my taste bud.
That's how you feel.
Like I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant that was just like, yeah, like
not even like a restaurant, just like cooking, like wherever you had it at. Like somebody from there cooked it. Like somebody like an Illinois person, you cook some person from Illinois food, or you ate a person from Georgia food. Like
the best cooking I've ever had is between yo mama and my godmama. And they broke from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee up there. It's my top 3. I'm from Milwaukee.
Well, my godmama actually is originally from Chicago. I can say that. She's originally from Chicago.
My mama from Chicago. Do we gotta put Chicago in here?
Chicago?
My granny from Chicago. What was that?
I forgot about your granny too. It's your mama, your granny, and my godmama. Like, them 3, they food. I love their food. No disrespect to you, mama. My real mom. No, this is your food good too, Bon. Like, good, very good. But it's a different type of taste. But I also grew up on my mama food.
So where you from Chicago at, dude? They got it right from Chicago.
Number one right now.
Oh.
Number one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually gonna go. I ain't gonna lie. Now that I think about it, Harold's Chicken.
Harold's Chicken. I've never been. Dave's Hot Chicken is actually really good.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, but that's really good.
What's that? Chick-fil-A everywhere. Oh, one. I don't know, but I'm for Chicago at number 2.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Where's Harold's Chicken?
Chicago.
Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your number 1 if you put Chicago at number 2?
Number 1. Bomba Cloud Rastafarian. I went down in the Cardigan with my bro and I shot him like Mandar.
Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Jamaica one.
You have some good food. I've never been to Jamaica, so I don't know what Jamaica food would taste like.
That shit's fire.
That shit's fire.
But I don't know, maybe I'm like a little, I don't know. Cause I feel like, yeah. But maybe because I was in Jamaica, like how often you go to Jamaica and really, you feel me, experience that. So.
How many times have you been to Jamaica?
Once.
Once? Oh, I thought you went a few times like your mom. Your mom be out here. She be traveling like a motherfucker.
Mama gotta have a life too.
Oh, God. Yes, ma'am. I mean, yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am, is crazy.
I was thinking of your mama, so it was like.
Don't apologize, man. But, yeah. And number 3, I'm put Arizona at number.
Arizona?
I'm put Arizona at number 27.
We're doing top 3.
My bad. I had a Philly. From Philly. It wasn't like that. It wasn't really like that. Maybe I gotta go to a different spot or somewhere. We had a layover in Philly, and we ended up getting like, so Philly, you in Philly? We in Philly. We're gonna get a Philly. You know what I'm saying? We're Philly cheesesteak. It was cool. They be overdoing it with the cheesesteak though. Like, make me a good cheese. I gotta go. I like, if you from Philly, get me together. Where I gotta go to in Philly is like get a nice original genuine Philly. So I know, like, damn, this is what a Philly's supposed to taste like, so I can take that with me, you know what I'm saying? I'll go for that. But we back into it. We was talking about time management.
Oh my God.
We were talking about time management.
You gonna close it out?
We'll close it out. Episode 2. Damn. We're episode 2 already?
Yeah. And I don't even think we introduced ourselves again.
I'm famous already.
Oh my God. Here this nigga go with this I'm famous shit. You're not famous, bro.
Bro, like, they know me already.
No, you're not famous. Okay? So chill out. Be chill, okay? RELAX, like you said.
I have to relax because they already
Relax. They don't know you.
Back then, they didn't want me. You know how
whatever. We ain't never introduced ourselves. I'm Sienna. This is your boy Top Shelf Juice.
Top Shelf. Top Shelf. Oh, that was clean. Can we make a song?
Yes.
Together?
Yeah, we can make a song together. We already got one.
Can I hear it?
Of course. Catch it in the intro. Or outro.
Oh, I like that.
You ain't nothing like them other niggas. I'm like like, fuck what you be doing, I don't see you different. Say you that nigga, Tasha, just yeah, he can't be replaced. Then cut the line and start treating me like I'm your